Hey guys, Crimson Revolver, back with the 10th installment City Heroes playthrough. Um, we left off, we found out Aaron Theory was a traitor. He was a traitor all along. He was trying to teach the heroes of Paragon City and mainly Atlas Park, which Atlas Park is like the heart of Paragon City. It's like the most populated city. It's where all the new heroes go. It's where some of the biggest heroes are. And I just increased my power trade accidentally. So yeah, so he wanted to do that to the end. I always forget to zoom out. Because, like, I mean, I used to play, like, close like that, but I don't really like it anymore. Oh, Jesus! Sounds a little loud. Crap. These little guys, they're called clockwork. And they're like little robots. They'll attack you. They're like junkyard robots. Oh crap! I'm gonna die. I already know it. Pop. Oh shit! He's a lieutenant. Yep, I died. That's what happens. Right here, it just says go to hospital, so I'm gonna go to the hospital, which is actually faster than me running all the way here. And like I said, I'm almost level 7, but I'm technically still level 6. So I'm not going to start getting that debt I talked about in my previous video until level 10. But yeah, so Aaron Theory was basically trying to show everyone that, or all the heroes, that Atlas Park is not always safe. It can't always be safe. You know, heroes need to be on the watch constantly. I need to sell off these enhancements because they're all too weak. Eventually, the enhancements like I'm using right now, and you know, I don't think I went over enhancements enough. So I'm gonna take a little step further in explaining them. Right now, I'm just going to get my new powers because I have like 2 or 3 of them to choose from. If you've ever played a game like this, an RPG or an MMORPG, enhancements are like your loot. Like the best thing to describe to compare it to, I guess, is if any of you play Diablo 1, 2, or 3, loot is like the stuff that drops out the monsters you kill. Loot always has a chance of dropping whenever you kill a monster or whenever you defeat an enemy. And enhancements are basically like your gear. Like in Diablo, you would use like swords, shields, bows, and arrows, and then you would have armor on. Enhancements are like your armor and your weapons. They enhance your powers. So it's like your loot is the best way to describe it. Also, I'm gonna stop reading this because it takes too long. It takes a huge chunk out of the video. I'm basically just gonna do there's gonna be a few seconds where it's just gonna be kind of silent. That's just me quickly reading through it to try and get the gist, and then I'll explain it to you. It's a lot faster than reading. So, alright, basically he's just saying he's happy Aaron Theory is now on the Zig, which is the prison. And then he's asking me what are my plans now that I've disrupted the Arachnos invasion. And I'm going to say, continue to fight crime. The fight isn't over yet. And I just leveled up. After you complete big story arcs, you're going to get bonus XP. Now, right now, since I'm such a low level, it just gave me 787 experience. That is a shit ton of experience at this level. At further levels, that's going to be petty change, basically. Because, I mean, at higher levels, I'm getting 4,000 or 5,000 points of experience per, enemy I defeat. So, I mean, you're talking about 200k experience for completing a story arc, whatever. So this is like chump change right here. Now, basically, what he's just telling me is, there's other problems I can help with in King's Row. And King's Row is, another zone. It's a city zone. It's basically a city. So now I'm gonna go get my power. Yeah, but the enhancements that I'm using currently, they can fade away. Like, they're leveled enhancements. Right now, right? Like, even here, oh shit, you guys can't see it. Right here, I have an accuracy enhancement and flares. It's a level 1 enhancement. Because I'm level 7, the enhancement is turned, the number on the enhancement is now red instead of white or, green. If it's white, it means it's the same level as me. If it's green, it means it's a few levels higher than me. In this game, you can use, I think it's 2 or 3 levels higher than you enhancements. But after they get like 2 or 3 levels under you, they turn red. Which means they're basically giving your powers no more enhancements. It's basically like not even having anything in there. So I'm going to put 2 slots. Now they're slots. Like you see this right here. Like here, I'll take it off and give you an example, seeing you guys can see Ring of Fire. You see how there's that green slot that's like lit up with electricity? That's basically me adding a slot in there to put more enhancements. I don't use Ring of Fire that much, so I'm putting, and I have 2 to choose from. I'm going to put 1 slot in Flares and 1 slot in Fire Blast, and then finish. And like I said, every odd level, I'm gonna until level 38, I'm gonna get to do that, and every even level up until 38, I'm gonna get a new power. Now, there's a little button over here that says choose from new pool power sets. These are like additional powers you can pick up. There's concealment, so like stealth, flight, fighting, leadership, leaping, medicine, presence, speed, and teleportation. Speed is like you have super speed. I'm going to choose flight just because I find that, and I'm going to choose the fly power just because I find it is the most valuable. It's the easiest to get around. Right, again, now this is my level 5 level up, so I get 2 more slots. I'm going to put them in Flares and Fire Blast again. I'm not really going to put anything in Ring of Fire because it's just okay now, and basically in the later levels it's completely useless. But I have to have it. Now it's just saying I've unlocked new contacts. Now this is my level 6, and I get to pick a new power. I can pick another pool power or other powers in the flight category. I can choose Fire Sword or Combustion. Fire Sword is a heavy single target attack. Combustion is a moderate AoE attack. AoE stands for Area of Effect. For those that don't know, it's basically going to hit everybody around me if they're in close enough proximity. Then I can choose Fireball, which is actually what I'm going to be getting, and Rain of Fire. Rain of Fire, I basically target an area of the ground in game, and then I will basically summon just like a huge hail of fire that comes down for it's a good 10 seconds at least, and it damages them. It's very little damage, but it will also slow them, which is really good if I'm taking out big groups, and it's really good in combination with Fireball and Combustion. But for right now, I'm just going to pick Fireball, just because it's a good AoE attack, and I need one of those. I get 2 more slots now, because now I'm level 7, so I'm going to put both of them in Fireball. That way now Flares, Fire Blast, and Fireball, all of them have 3 slots now that I can put enhancements in, and that's it. And see, just from completing that one task, I finished my level 6 level, and I already have 3 little bubs filled towards level 8. So this is a store. It's a superpowered field trainer, but basically it's just a merchant. Is basically the closest thing I can tell you it's close to. So now I'm going to buy 3 accuracy enhancements that are set for level 10. Like I said, they're level 10, but I can still use them because I'm close enough to the level. And I'm going to put 1 of each in Flares, Fire Blast, and Fireball. Now, you have to buy those enhancements. Now, each of those costed, like, I think it was like 1,060 influence, which is, again, your money. I only had like 3,500 or whatever, so I have no more money to buy any damage enhancements, which is what you want to look for next. Basically, the 3 enhancements you really want to focus on is accuracy, damage, and endurance. That way, you know you're going to be hitting them. You know when you do hit them, it's going to be causing more damage, and that it's not going to drain your endurance completely. And a big thing about that is actually that, just a second, I'm trying to find, oh yeah, I gotta use the, where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. No, that's the tunnel. Alright, there it is. There's this little monorail. It's basically a train, and it will take you to other city zones. That's basically your main stay of travel. I was just trying to find out. I was having trouble, because you can increase the size of your mini-map or zoom in on it, and I always keep mine as far out as it can be, because by now, I mean, I've been playing this game for 3 or 4 years off and on, so I basically know most of the maps like, I mean, like, their general area. So, by having it all the way out, I can tell where I am without even really having to zoom in. And just because of the landmarks and the, sign. Jesus, I'm running into everything. And because of the signs. So, right now, I'm going to go to King's Row, like Matthew suggested. I actually have another contact in here I can start missions for, but, the missions are, they're still kind of like those tutorial-based missions. So, it's kind of, boring. So I'm gonna start. Now I'm not actually gonna get a contact in Kings Row. There's this little thing. For the heroes, it's called a police scanner. You basically get a police radio that you keep on you all the time, and you can basically check it for anything that's happening. When you see something that's happening, and I actually gotta switch my powers around here. I don't even think you can see my power tray anymore. I think I must have moved my phone around somehow. But yeah, so you get this little police scanner thing, and look, I'm flying. And if you have wings on your character, they will flap. Like they'll like flap like up and down when you're flying. So that's really cool. I mean, they have the animation and everything. But yeah, back to the police scanner. You get this little police scanner thing, and it basically lets you know what's going on in that city when you open it. And it basically what it means by letting you know what's going on in that city is it basically gives you a choice to pick between 3 missions, basically 3 things that are happening in the city that you need to take care of. You get to pick one of them and go do it. And then the missions will refresh every time. And after you complete so many missions, there's going to be a bank robbery, and as a hero, you have to stop it. So, you go back to the detective that you're assigned to, which is this guy. I'm assigned to Detective Freetag. Or Freetag, I'm sorry. Basically, he's just telling me about the police scanner and everything. That's all he's saying. Alright, so, and I go to my contacts, and this is always here. You see how I got this little radio thing right here? This will be here for the rest of the game as long as I have this character. Sorry. It will be here forever. It is here for the rest of the game. So I just click on it, brings up this little tab, and 3 missions. It gives me a little info on the missions. Sometimes it will tell you who you will be fighting. Sometimes it doesn't. Now, I don't like rescue missions. I don't like where the enemies have a hostage, and I have to, like, rescue them. Because the NPC, when it's a hostage, is so retarded, and I just don't like dealing with it. So, if any of the missions are rescue, I basically just automatically say no to them. And if all 3 of them are rescue missions, I basically go find something else to do. I'll hunt, which means you just run around the city and taking out the mobs that spawn around the city. I'll do that until the missions refresh. And the missions refresh randomly, so I mean, it's no set time. This one, it looks like the council guys, those army soldiers I was telling you about, looks like they stole some kind of liquid form of a computer. It's a new computer, I guess. They stole it, and I gotta go retrieve it from them, from their warehouse or office or whatever, wherever they're hiding it in. So I'm gonna go to that, and that's all you have to do. You just have to click the little text box, and it gives you the mission. Now, after I do the bank robbery, after I prevent the bank robbery, God, I cannot talk today. After I prevent the bank robbery, it's going to, and that's after I complete like 3 or 4 missions from the police radio. The detective you're assigned to is going to introduce you to like one of 3 contacts. And again, that's where you get to choose them. That contact will take you on a story arc, and that contact will almost always introduce you to a new one. It's just like a big chain of contacts. And a lot of times you'll go back to the same contact you've already had before, but they'll have different missions for you. So, the only thing I hate about the council is the guys called the marksmen. Council are basically like army soldiers, so they have like, you know, assault rifles and everything. Well, they also have marksmen, which are like they have single fire assault rifles, but they have it enhanced with cold with nitrogen and incendiary rounds, which freeze your powers and make them slow. But this video is about to be too long, so I'm gonna end it here. We'll finish this mission when I get back, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, Crimson Revolver out. Bye, guys.